Hello, good evening. Welcome to another exciting moment where we talk about business. It is Business 101, and my name is Blyden Okem. In Business 101, we look at the nitty-gritty of businesses, looking at fundamental outlook regarding certain areas of business. And today we'll be looking at a drive in the cryptocurrency market as the price of Bitcoin is getting higher and higher and higher. And the momentum is building amid certain concerns. On the other hand, big banks are buying Bitcoin, and there's conversation about halving in the market. Well, in today's conversation, we'll also look at the state of Nigeria's economy as we hear that the Nigerian government has fined Binance $10 billion as its crackdown on the crypto market. Well, let's begin the conversation here and look at outline regarding this particular conversation, the topic. The Nigerian government has fined Binance $10 billion as its crackdown on the crypto exchange platform escalates. The development comes amid desperate moves to salvage the value of the naira, the nation's local currency. It would be a big concern for many crypto traders and investors who are looking in the world of crypto. But let's center our attention on the rise of Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin is close to its all-time high thanks in large part to U.S. finance giants, investment banks like Grayscale, BlackRock, and Fidelity. They are pouring billions of dollars into buying the volatile digital assets. In the last few weeks, these powerful institutions have become so-called Bitcoin whales and gives many outlook to the market. Because of Bitcoin's system, there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. 19 million have been created, but many are already accounted for and probably off the market. The question then would be, so what other organizations or individuals are Bitcoin whales, and what does this shift in wealth mean for the digital currency that was originally created as peer-to-peer internet money? The figures stated are estimates gathered from direct research and published information, but should give a good overview of how Bitcoin is distributed. While the total amount of Bitcoin which will ever be available is 21 million, there's 1.4 million still to be mined, and of 19.6 million that have mined, 2.4 million has since been lost. Let's also talk about the unknown whales. A Bitcoin whale is someone who holds more than 10,000 Bitcoins in their digital wallet. The website Bits InfoCharts uses public blockchain records to keep a Bitcoin rich list of 100 richest wallets, and there are about 80 wallets with 10,000 coins or more whose owners are unknown. Meanwhile, looking at Bitcoins that are lost forever. Estimates for how many Bitcoins are lost forever vary between 3 million to as many as 6 millions. Bitcoins can be lost because people forget the details of their digital wallet. There's no customer support in Bitcoin. Just as James Howells, who lost 8,000 Bitcoins on a discarded hard drive in Wales. Some of these lost Bitcoins might also come from abandoned criminal proceeds left untouched. According to crypto investigators at Elliptic, 3.15 million Bitcoins have been dormant for 10 years or more. Some analysts, like those from Investigators Chain Analysis, say Bitcoin that hasn't been moved in 5 years could also be lost too. So millions more Bitcoins could potentially be added to the lost pile. A loose estimate that often agreed upon is 3.5 million lost Bitcoins. So the big question would be, what is Bitcoin? What are the key cryptocurrency terms and what do they mean? Investors hope that the price of Bitcoin could return to an all-time high in 2024 and have thrust the sticky subject of cryptocurrencies into the spotlight. There are conversations about key themes associated with cryptocurrencies such as blockchains, wallets, and more recently spot ETFs. These remain something of a mystery for many. And today we'll do the best we can to explain all of this in Business 101. Most importantly, Bitcoin, blockchain, EFTs, and we'll talk about NFTs and the rest of them. Everything around the cryptocurrency market and the world. Here we'll go on a quick break. When we're back, it would be a conversation about what Bitcoin is all about, cryptocurrency, what is driving the market, what's making the popularity, how can one make money from cryptocurrency market, what are the risks level, what are government involvement in it, and all of this will make the talking point as my guest is standing by. But we'll go on that break. When we're back, the conversation continues. Don't go anywhere. welcome back. It is Business 101, and my name is Vladimir Kim, talking about cryptocurrency, the drive of cryptocurrency in the market. What's propelling the market? What's making the changes? It's been the conversation we're looking at. As the price of Bitcoin, it gets to another high since November 2021. It's been that outlook for it. Well, a guest joins the conversation now. He'll be talking on cryptocurrency market and the traction in the cryptocurrency market. Mr. Basi Manifest, he's a Web3 tutor and a crypto enthusiast. He joins the conversation this evening. Basi Manifest, welcome to the show.
Sir, thank you very much for this opportunity, Mr. Blyden. Thank you very much.
Well, when we talk about a Web3 tutor, what does it stand for? What does it imply?
Okay, a Web3 tutor is someone that teaches, educates people that don't really know about what cryptocurrency is all about. Because Web3 is just like an umbrella term for cryptocurrency. In Web3, we have the NFTs, we have other things in it as an umbrella. So that is it.
All right, that's it. Let's move straight to the conversation then and talk about a crypto market. And not many people get to understand what cryptocurrency is. Some have a tidbit of understanding because they ask a question. They hear Bitcoin all the time and they begin to wonder what crypto is. And that's where we begin a conversation. So Basi Manifest, let's talk about cryptocurrency market. What is cryptocurrency? Because many people wonder and associate cryptocurrency to scammers, hackers, and all of those things. And where people go and spend their money, waste their money, at the end of it, it doesn't work out. But there's been a huge traction in the business of crypto in the world, and it's driving the market. What is cryptocurrency all about?
Okay, for a layman, cryptocurrency is a form of digital money that gives you this freedom to own your own money. Like, it's a form of freedom. Like, there is no middleman there is no government trying to dictate how much you earn. So cryptocurrency gives you that opportunity. It's a form of digital money for a very layman word. So
a layman's word, but if many people want to look at from a professional point of view what cryptocurrency could be, then if it's digital money, it means that probably you cannot feel with your hand, you cannot touch it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, yes.
So it relates to the next question that comes with it, what the value that comes with cryptocurrency money. If you cannot touch it, it means directly you cannot buy something with it in the market.
Actually, the world of cryptocurrency, it's a very, very amazing technology that uses what we call the blockchain. Okay. It uses the blockchain to verify a transaction, because we are going into a new world in which you will need to buy things from the internet. So we are going to that level that you can just connect your wallets and you buy things. From what I said earlier on, is the form of digital currency. So we have left the fiat kind of money. The fiat. So I have transited, because we're in a global world. The world is evolving. You know, the money is evolving. Let us talk about money. Money is evolving. You know, when remember those times we do trade to barter. From trade to barter, we went to these quarries. From quarries, we went to minted this thing.
Cash.
From there to cash. So money evolves. Money evolves for every generation. Now, in this generation, it is cryptocurrency. Okay.
In this generation, it is cryptocurrency, but many people are still doubtful of what cryptocurrency is all about. Many see it as one of those internet money that you get to speculate a lot. Many would also say market is all about speculation anyway, but one of those cryptocurrencies to talk about would be Bitcoin. The statutory, many call it a father or mother of all cryptocurrencies. There are other currencies. Let's talk about other currencies and the traction that comes with Bitcoin. What makes Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrencies very attractive?
Okay, let's talk about, when talking about other cryptocurrency, we have Ethereum, we have Litecoin, we have other coins. Now, Bitcoin has a large market value. So since it is the first coin, is the first coin. Is the first coin that brought about this cryptocurrency, because almost everybody knows about Bitcoin. After Bitcoin, we have Ethereum. So, and because of the surge in price of Bitcoin, it directly affects other cryptocurrency. Now, other cryptocurrency that are not Bitcoin are called altcoin. That means alternative coin.
So what makes them different from Bitcoin now? If they're alternative coin,
Okay.
what makes them different from Bitcoin?
Okay. Most times, what can really make them different is, number one, the tokenomics, how they are being created.
Okay.
For example, now, Bitcoin deals with the proof of work mechanism, how they approve transaction. We're talking about finances here. So other ones like Ethereum have moved, as at last 2 years, moved from proof of work to proof of stake.
Okay.
So, and not only that, what even makes Ethereum stand out the most is that Ethereum has this limited supply. Supply is capped. So there's some other cryptocurrency that, just like in economics, they say that most times when there's too much of money in circulation, price will drop. So there's some cryptocurrency right now that they have a whole lot of their coins in circulation. That means forevermore their coins will still be in circulation. But Bitcoin, what makes Bitcoin so different? They call it the digital gold. It's for a reason, because it is what? Limited. The supply, how much, the amount of Bitcoin that can be minted is very, very limited. So that is what makes everyone rush towards it. And what makes Bitcoin more amazing is that, it came when everybody needed it the most.
It came when everybody needed it. And we hear, according to multiple reports, that the target for Bitcoin's availability is about 21 million. And so far, a certain heightened amount of it is already in the market. Let's talk about value then that comes with these currencies, because you've talked about Bitcoin being like gold, digital gold of some sort. And you really look at gold, you begin to wonder, what do you use gold for? It just have this perceived value. It seems to be the same thing with Bitcoin and crypto market now. Perception is the key word for them, a perceived value. So when you look at Bitcoin, it's my opinion, it could be the opinion of many people. What is the real value of Bitcoin? Because when you talk about Bitcoin, it seems to cover the rest of cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, Bitcoin does not have an intrinsic value. It is based on, most times, based on people emotion, based on people's speculation, as you said, most times. So there is no fixed value. There is no fixed value for Bitcoin. So it is based on how people see it. And in the crypto world, we have given Bitcoin so many narratives. What makes a coin or any token very, very appreciated is the narrative that follows it. We have called Bitcoin an edge over inflation. We have called Bitcoin a digital gold. We have called Bitcoin so many names. So it is based on narration, based on how people see it.
Okay, before we talk about how one can make money out of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, because it's all about business, the reason you go into business is that you want to make money at the end of it. Let's look at cryptocurrencies and the working of it, especially Bitcoin. You did mention blockchain technology, how this works, and probably maybe mining in that case, because there's been conversation about mining of this particular cryptocurrency and the setup. Let's look at it now. Bitcoin, the working of Bitcoin, how does it work?
Okay, we all know that cryptocurrency has this innovation called the blockchain. Now, let us we'll cut it step by step, like from the word block and chain.
All right.
Now, cryptocurrency deals with transactions, and those transactions are being stored in the blockchain. Those transactions are being stored in the blockchain, and they are connected to several and millions of computers, making it so difficult for anybody to change the transactions.
In other words, decentralization.
Decentralization. So it brings about decentralization. So just look at the blockchain as a ledger. Those times in secondary school when I was doing accounting and they taught us about ledger, I said it is it is the type of account that you use to write what transaction. So that is the same idea, but it is in a digital form. Writing transaction that cannot be erased. Nobody can do something to it. No, in the bank now they can manipulate one or two things.
Yeah, before you get a transaction done in bank, you have to depend on the cashier to execute that for you, but quite different from what you've told us. A decentralized system in Bitcoin, quite different from what you tell us. But the angle I want us to look at, because it's a problem for many governments, it's also the problem for many individuals, is how can I trust the system? Know what is controlling it. If I lose my money, I lose it. Someone can steal my money, and that's it at the end of it. So when you look at this particular system, a first question could be, how risky it is?
Okay, it's very risky. Yeah, to be frank, it's the risk in it is because it is a decentralized system and it gives you this freedom. So you are in control of everything.
Okay, it gives you control.
Yeah, it gives you control. You can have control over your transaction. You can have control over your wallet. Everything is your choice. It's not like a land in which, okay, do whatever you can do. The risks are there because in the crypto space, we have a whole lot of scams. There are people that will always want to drain your wallet, but you need to be, that's why we have risk management. Risk management.
Let's ask a question now. If I want to go into cryptocurrency before we talk about mining, how do I go about it? Many people don't know about that, how they have to go into cryptocurrency and what the positivities are there. Do people really make money in crypto?
Wow. People make a whole lot of money. It's like it is a place where liquidity is, where money is. So for a newbie, you're just there, you're like, okay, I want to come into the world of crypto. How can I do it? The first thing to do is get the knowledge. Yes, I see people that cut the process and they just start trading. My friend will give me signal. My friend has this coin that I should buy and all those. The first thing you should do, get the knowledge. Start learning what is Bitcoin. Start learning from the fundamentals. Start learning how it works. Before you know, have your first wallet. We have two types of wallets. We have the decentralized wallet and we have the centralized wallet. Example of decentralized wallets are your MetaMask, Trust Wallet, and we have some centralized wallets. We have Binance, KuCoin. You learn about that. And after that one, you learn how to use all those things, because I've met with some people that are like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do it, but I cannot use KuCoin. I cannot use MetaMask. Knowledge in the space of cryptocurrency, what keeps you ahead is knowledge.
A bacon to ask, you've listed some of the things someone has to learn, but what is that knowledge that keeps you ahead? Okay. Is it a knowledge of trading? Is it a knowledge of maybe the news in the market? Driving it or something? What is it?
Okay, what keeps me ahead is the knowledge on how to trade, because how to trade is something separate. Because you first of all, let me say this. First of all, you must be current in the market. You must know how to keep to date. That is the first thing. The second,
fundamentals.
Yeah, the fundamental. What is happening? The current thing, like you listening to us right now, you're trying to know the things that are happening. That is just the first thing to do. The second thing is how to learn, because we still have the technical analysis. If you want to trade, you need to know how to be good in your technical analysis.
It brings the next question. I am not interested in all this trading thing. Okay. I've seen it in Forex, I've seen it in all this. I don't like it. Lots of stressful. I see people holding their phones and laptops every time and saying they're trading, and sometimes they lose and you hear them scream. I'm not interested. Is there no way I can be part of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency without definitely going to trading?
Okay. One of the things I do tell most people is that you can be involved.
How do I do that?
Yeah. Well, first of all, if you have the right information system. Now, let me talk about information system.
Okay.
In the crypto world, you must not all informations are information. We have noise in the space. We have noise.
Interesting. You have to explain that.
We have, in cryptocurrency, when you go, go on Twitter, people are shouting, buy this, buy that, sell this one, buy this one, buy. Everybody want to push their project.
And you call it noise.
Yes, it is
and it
noise.
Could be a lot of confusion because you go buy, you lose your money.
Yes, because
Okay.
it is. And why you need to have the right information, what to buy. Now, let me talk about narrative and catalyst. The crypto market is a very, very simple market that works on narrative. What are narrative? What people are saying. The current news, what people are saying. What are people saying right now? What coin is people saying? Like, what is there? Like, people are like, okay, this coin. The second one, for every narrative, there must be a catalyst. Okay. A catalyst are events that backs up the narrative. What people are saying, like, for example, now, BTC, we have a narrative there that is going to pump. What is the catalyst? Bitcoin halving.
Bitcoin halving.
Yes.
Okay, now you've mentioned narrative. I'm getting very interesting. Narrative and the catalyst.
Yes, sir.
And now let's look at what's happening with Binance in Nigeria now. In recent times, the Nigerian government have been complaining about Binance manipulating the Naira. And according to information we heard from yesterday night and this morning, it is this. And that there's been a fine or some sort of, fine on Binance Nigeria in particular. And the fine is $10,000, not $10 million. $10 billion. Yes, huge amount of money. That's huge amount of money. $10 billion. So the question is, what is a narrative? What is a catalyst in this regard? And what would it cost to Binance coin?
Okay, because Binance, when talking about Binance itself, they have gone through a lot and they are still standing. It is because Binance has its own coin, BNB, and they have gone through a whole lot of things from different countries, and that coin has it's still tested. So it does not really have an effect on the coin right now, because it's just Nigeria, and I don't think there's a narrative there or there's a catalyst. It does not affect the coin.
So it doesn't affect Nigerian traders. It doesn't affect the coin because it's a global coin.
It's a global coin. It's a global coin.
Indirectly, what you're saying is the impact of event in Nigeria isn't strong enough. With a country of 200 million people, and if you categorize it, the number of Nigerians who are participating in trading, it could be a humongous number in that regard. You think it cannot affect the system?
You know what it affects is the P2P system.
Yeah, the peer-to-peer system.
Yes, yeah, because it's not really the coin per se. What really happened to Binance is not really related to the coin. Binance and Nigeria is not related to the coin. It's related to dollars and
the
Naira.
Functionality within the exchange.
Yes. They might, now, Binance will feel it since Nigeria is not in the P2P system again, because we are one of the number one in Africa.
So not to interrupt you at all, this affect traders in Nigeria now because they cannot fund the accounts within exchanges. That's it.
Okay. Now,
within the Binance Nigeria exchange.
That is, within the Binance. That is why in cryptocurrency we have so many exchanges. It's not only Binance. We have other ones that are accepting P2P. We have the KuCoin. KuCoin is there. Bybit is there. So if Binance is not functioning for P2P, we move to KuCoin. We move to other exchanges. We are not limited. So Nigeria and Binance will solve it quite well, and when they solve it, we go back. So it's just the P2P system that is being affected. So it won't affect the coin. What could really affect the coin right now? Let me give you an example of for example, that could affect. Maybe we can see BNB now going down. Maybe for example, now the CEO just said, okay, what can I give as an example, as a catalyst, as an event that could cause?
All right, think about it. And when we come back from the break, you give us the analysis regarding this, giving the example of the catalyst and the event. The catalyst, and what was the other one? The narrative. The catalyst and the narrative that drives the conversation of possibilities of things to happen to Binance. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It is Business 101, and my name is Bladden Kim. Talking about the drive of cryptocurrency in the market, I will have the conversation as my guest, Abasi Manifest, gives angles to this narrative. He's mentioned about narrative as well as the catalyst, and he'll give us that example in the course of the show. But one of those conversations we'll look at would be government impact on cryptocurrencies so far. We'll also look at what happens, the ETFs, it's been driving cryptocurrency and the halving that's been happening. Abasi, welcome back in the show now. Let's talk about it. Exciting times to look forward to in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. But share your thoughts about the examples you wanted to talk about regarding regarding the catalysts and narratives in the business of crypto, especially for Binance.
Okay, Mr. Ukem. So when looking at the Binance coin, for example, the CEO says that, okay, the major holders. Now, most times in the crypto world, we are in look for the whales.
Okay.
We look for the whales. So
the whales, who are the whales now? Big institutions.
Yeah, big institutions.
Banks who are buying lots of money.
Money, like people, not really banks, they are institutions, but not the banks for now. People that have bought into this coin for a very long time, and they're saying that they want to sell off. Or maybe there's a dispute, or okay, maybe the CEO has a problem. Looking at FTX, maybe the CEO has a problem and there's a dispute in the company. That one alone can cause fraud, fear, or uncertainty and doubt.
Okay.
Fear, uncertainty and doubt. People are like, what's
It happened to FTX.
Yeah, FTX.
The largest exchange at the time.
The largest exchange.
It happened to FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yes.
Now he's in prison.
Now he's in prison.
Okay.
So something like that can just make it happen. Now, let's look at another one. Maybe, okay, looking at this Ethereum. Let's look at Ethereum. As at last 2 years, Ethereum having upgrade, Ethereum upgrade. There was a time Ethereum wanted to have their first upgrade. That was a narrative. People were talking about it. It was a narrative. People were, okay, when Ethereum having this and this is going to happen. People were just talking about it. No, narrative is just what people are talking about, what people are gossiping about in the space.
So it creates a speculation in the market.
Yeah, it creates a speculation. So,
and when an event adds to it,
when there's a particular date attached to that narrative, there is something's going to happen to price.
It drives the price up or downward.
It drives the price up, and after that day, after the event, price goes back downward.
Well, it sounds like lots of catching up to do for many people who don't know much in the world of cryptocurrency. You have to follow lots of news and do lots of catching up. Well, that's something to talk about. Let's talk about mining. Many say that Bitcoin mining is consuming too much energy in the world. It's been that conversation, but it's one of the ways of confirming transactions in the world of Bitcoin. Talk to us about mining, what's happening in mining, what it means.
Okay. It is a way in which transactions are being verified in the blockchain. It's as simple as that. So miners have this computer that have this high efficiency to solve some mathematical problems, and when they solve those problems, they are being given reward. There's a reward for every problem solved. So that is how. Now we have to also look at the method of verification of a transaction on the blockchain. BTC has its own, Ethereum has it, and other coins have their own. So miners, like for every 4 years, according to the history of Bitcoin, the reward. Now I told you that there's a reward given to miners after solving a particular math problem, because after they solve the math problem, they have the ability to verify transactions. So there is a reward given to them, but every 4 years. Now this is every 4 years that the mining business it's no longer profitable. Every 4 years is no longer because their reward is being divided into two. They get lesser reward. So that is what brings about supply of Bitcoin going down and the demand coming up. And when the supplies go down, that means miners are no more mining. People, because it is not profitable. People are leaving mining Bitcoin because it is no more profitable, because every 4 years their reward is being slashed.
And what does that bring?
So what does that mean? It means that, okay, since it's not profitable, they have to leave, and the supply goes down, price goes up. All right. Demand also goes up too.
So when supply goes down, price goes up. In recent time, we hear that Bitcoin had toppled $62,000 recently, a level not seen since November 2021, extending the surge amid increasing purchases from large players. But here is it, some of those large players were MicroStrategy Incorporated, hitting the numbers in Bitcoin. About 3,000 Bitcoin between February 15th and February 25th, they bought it. And that had also increased supply, one way or the other. All right, you said reduce supply. Anyway, one way or the other, the price has been upward. Similarly, we saw with Bitcoin ETF, exchange-traded funds are happening record highs in 9 Bitcoin BTFs. Let's talk about the ETFs, exchange-traded funds. What does it imply? It's all over the news. Everyone is talking about the exchange-traded fund. What's happening there?
You know, it's just like a basket, like the ETF, just like a basket that has so many investments in there. So many, talking about bonds, stocks, and the rest. Now, crypto has been added. You know, what ETF does for crypto, it exposes crypto to what? Investors, institutional buyers. Now we talk about the institutional buyers. We talk about banks trying to, now they know that the halving is coming. They know about this news. They know about this catalyst. They know about the narrative that every 4 years the halving. So everybody is buying. Everybody is buying right now. The whales are in. Institutions are in. So everybody is buying. So that is it.
So what's driving the market for Bitcoin right now? Because it seemed to be on the positive, trying to go back to an all-time high. All-time was around 67,000 plus. 69. And now, well, depending on the exchange anyway, at the international exchange, 67,500 thereabout. But the traction would be now, what will happen regarding the halvings? Everyone is talking about it. Every news channel is saying the same thing, a Bitcoin halving. What does halving imply?
Okay, halving is when every 4 years, like I said about halving, and the mining costs the halving, because this is when miners, some miners have to leave the mining industry, mining BTC. So when they leave, the supply goes down, and the demand. Now the demand is high. Everybody wants ETF, wants BTC. Everybody are buying BTC. So that brings demand up and supply down, because from when we have more miners, less BTC is being mined. So that is it about that.
All right, that is it about that. Halving will be taking place in the spring of this year, and many investors are anticipating the Bitcoin halving, and that could happen. A fascinating conversation to look forward to regarding Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So back to the individual who's watching at home, who will be thinking about a cryptocurrency and probably Bitcoin. What matters the most now? Afterwards, we'll talk about the NFTs, non-fungible tokens. But let's talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I'm at home. I want to go into it. And you're telling me there's lots of money. How do I make the money from it?
Okay, how do you make the money from it? First of all, I know people are like, okay, BTC is rising. I want to buy BTC. That is wrong. You can't buy BTC now.
You can't buy when it's rising.
You can't buy. Even you look for altcoins. I talked about altcoins. Right? Alternative coins to buy. We have Litecoin. We have other coins. We have Ethereum. You can still buy Ethereum if you're a whale. You can buy 50K of it. We have other coins in little market cap. Other coins that have not even hit $1. Those are the coins you should look after for. That is where research comes to play. How you can really make money from it is that when you research, go through the founders, go through whether they are solid. You don't just buy any product like that. You don't just buy any coin like that. You have to go through everything to know if they're listed on an exchange, know whether it has the ability to pump in price. Does this coin has a narrative? Because every coin, what moves price in the market in crypto is a narrative and a catalyst. Without those two, price will not move.
All right, without those two, price will not move. Right now, the price of Bitcoin is $61,900. And you look at the price now, converting to Naira, it's so difficult. That would amount to a humongous amount of money in Naira, millions of Naira.
Yes.
But you're saying that someone can buy a Bitcoin for 50,000 Naira. How does that work?
Okay, buy Bitcoin for, okay, if you
That
want
means
to
you
buy,
won't have one Bitcoin, is it?
no, you, for 50,000 Naira, we have, okay, Bitcoin is around 61K right now.
Yeah.
You won't have one Bitcoin. That's why I advise you don't go for Bitcoin. Go for altcoins. Go for other coins that are not Bitcoins.
Now, if you want to buy Bitcoin, there's a reason they call it Bitcoin, isn't it?
Okay, you can trade it. Now, let us talk about buying and trading. You can just trade it on futures. Binance futures, there are some exchanges that gives you the ability to like trade all these coins instead of buying them. Because when you buy, okay, if you take your $20 to buy Bitcoin, even though say it move a 50%, or like if it move, your $20 will not move like I that went to the market to buy altcoins, because
But you can still buy it.
you can still buy it. Yeah, you can still buy
That's
it.
the foundation I wanted to get, because when we talk about it, and many people hear the price of Bitcoin, it's so big in Naira, and they're beginning to wonder how they're going to buy it, and that brings lots of concerns. Now let's talk about NFTs, non-fungible tokens. Many have heard about it, It's been all around the scene, everyone is talking about it, but it seemed to go down. The trend about it seems to go down. After, I think last year, the flare was quite much for NFTs, non-fungible tokens. What does it stand for? What does it mean when we talk about non-fungible tokens, NFT?
Okay, NFT from the word non or fungible, that means it cannot be replicated.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of these is one of these. You cannot multiply it. It's just unique. That is it. They're just unique tokens that cannot be replicated. Now, talking about this, because I will always say this, I have to go back to our foundation of narrative and catalyst. There is nothing pushing it right now. Nobody is really talking about
it. Really doesn't have market value.
Not have any market,
direct market value.
Because now people are just see it as ordinary pictures, ordinary
So
pictures.
these NFTs are pictures online that really don't have value, but people go to price them more like an auction, huh?
Well, wait first, let's talk about value, because right now some crypto communities attach value to their NFTs. That does not mean it has value. Maybe in a community now, they can say, okay,
it has perceived value.
Yes, okay, you have this NFT, you have access to this and that.
Oh, okay.
So it has a use case. It's beautiful. But talking about the overall, there's nothing driving it. Price is not going up. Every NFT that I know are tanking in price because nothing is driving it. But really, what everybody is even talking about right now is AI.
Okay, talk to us about AI then.
So AI, from 2020, people, the most amusing thing about cryptocurrency is that what people shout about in the normal world, let me say Web 2, people, when I knew about the advent of AI, people were talking about AI, people were doing photos of AI, they'll say, okay, give me your photo, let me turn it to AI. But we over in the crypto space, we're milking from those trends because projects were coming out, like projects, coins, AI coins. Now, right now in crypto space, we have AI coins coming out and giving out value, and people are just buying it for the narrative. That people are talking about AI. AI will do this. AI will do that, just for the narrative. There's no specific those coins, no specific this thing attached to it yet. Value, usage attached to it yet, but people are just buying because of what? The narrative. Okay, AI is going to do this, AI is going to do. Of recent, they will, in Web3 we have what we call DeFi, NFT, and GameFi. So one of the things that is even pushing AI in this season is AI and crypto. It is a narrative where AI is going to be integrated in crypto. So AI and crypto working together, it is revolution, like it is so nice. it is so great.
It sounds nice. Technically difficult for a common person to assimilate all of it, but at the end of it, with different terminologies and different languages around it, AI, DeFi, and this and that and that. But it's a conversation around crypto world. The world is transcending to another level. Digital communication has been the conversation for many, and crypto creates that center stage for this to happen, and it creates that direction for many people to learn from it. And finally, before we end the show, because we're getting to the twilight of it, when you look at crypto market, it seems to be all driven by many people just interested in making money from speculation.
Yeah, you are right, because we are yet, because we are talking about acceptability. Now, this is an innovation that is over 14 years to say, and not everybody has accepted it.
Not everyone has accepted
it yet.
Thank you, Basi, for being a part of the show. It's a talking point around cryptocurrency markets and the traction that comes with it, with NFTs, blockchains, mining, and all of it, the halving that's projected in the spring of 2024, building the conversation and driving the markets higher and higher. Some people are quite fortunate enough to predict the market and look at way to invest in. And he mentioned one thing, said, do not buy when Bitcoin is high, buy when it's low. And it's that traction in the world of business. And here we draw the curtain on today's edition of Business 101. And thank you for being a part of it. My name is Vladimir Kim Ambassi. Thank you for being a part of it. Always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And here we say bye-bye. We return next week for further conversation. And we'll look at different areas of business and the business traction and ideas and principles driving it.